it was happening.
Yeah, they got full on bat removal service. Buffalo Bat Removal, Buffalo Bat Company.
Yep.
They're like
Bats are a thing because of the tracks.
Is that what it is? It's the Dells and whatnot, and the old train Delaware Railroad.
Yeah, the tracks run pretty much through the city. They run down the riverside. They're not, you know what I mean? They kind of run on the east side.
Yeah.
So because of it, we get like in Riverside, it's not uncommon to see like a fox walking down the street on Riverside. You know, because it made its way from those fields by the tracks.
Yeah, I heard there were coyotes somewhere, and like I don't know where it was, Tonawanda or somewhere, Grand Island maybe.
Yeah, I haven't seen them.
Coyotes.
I know
I heard about them.
I seen them out by Como Park. People have houses out there by Como Park, you know, with those land. Yeah, I have a friend who I guess you can call it a ranch. Like he's got like 5 goats and 2 turkeys and some chickens and, you know, a little mini horse, you know what I mean? But, you know, it's not like so his chicken, it's interesting because I didn't realize, I never knew this. I kind of learned something 2 summers ago. I'd go hang out at his house all the time. And he had a problem. Like one of his turkey got killed by coyotes. It had got attacked by a fisher. And it like 2 of its toes. I mean, these are big turkeys. Like these are turkeys. Like the one turkey, Mike, I'm kind of intimidated by because it's huge, and it will attack you. You know, like it'll fly up to face level and come at you with its claws if it doesn't know you. You know what I mean? Like it's a huge turkey. Like this thing is like, you know, 60. It's a huge turkey. It's big. Mike is big, and Mike. So anyway, what's interesting about coyotes because his land connects all the way down to Cuba, New York. So he realized, because he was trying to figure out where these coyotes were coming from because they were coming and getting his chicken. And he couldn't find them on his land. And he kind of surmised that they were coming from Cuba, which is another county. But his land runs all the way down to Cuba. So it's not his land, but it connects to land that runs straight down to Cuba, New York. And these coyotes were coming down from Cuba to get his chicken. And listen, you know, this is like nature, right? The beauty of nature, even though like we were talking about how nature can be ugly, but it can be beautiful. So they get his chicken, they take it, they take it from the not a coop, but from what he kept it in. They take a chicken and they go 200 yards and then they eat the chicken. So when we go to see the remains of the chicken, when we get there, it's this perfect circle of feathers that's like 2 feet by 2 feet wide, and in the center is the what's left of the beak, and like no bones. You'll just see the beak. It's like the coyotes do a ritual, and we have no clue how they do it, but every time it's just this perfect circle of feathers, and it spirals out, and it's like 2 feet by 2 feet.
Face just goes in it, probably.
Say again.
The coyotes around here, they steal people's cats and dogs a lot. Little dogs, little cats. They just take them.
You guys got you guys also have
mountain lions.
The term. Yeah, but I was gonna. There's a term for it because it's not just mountain lions, like cougars too.
Cougars, yeah. Yeah, I was driving. So I was driving down the highway, and I thought this was gonna like make the news because sometimes when a mountain lion or a bobcat gets hit by a car, it makes the news. I saw a black mountain lion dead on the side of the road. Like I had never seen a black mountain lion out in the wild, and it was dead on the side of the road. I was so taken aback by it that I was on the highway and I took the next exit, and it was like one of those exits where you have to take like 15 different highways to get back to where you were because it's connected all over the place. And I made the trip back to see it. It was crazy.
I've seen a few actually.
Really? In the United States?
Yeah. Yep.
Where?
They get the same. So like I'm big into like, okay, so 2 things that I consume are information on wolves and on big cats. And the reason why why mountain lions, cougars, and pumas are classified as big cats, the reason why a big cat is called a big cat is not because of its size, but because of the volume of its roar. like a jaguar isn't considered a big cat, whereas a mountain lion or a puma is, because they're you've heard a mountain lion's roar, right? It's like this really shrill, loud, very loud, high octave. So anyway, the United States, you know, we're also home to jaguar.
Right.
Like jaguar are native to the United States. So of the big cats in the United States, they have this skin condition, a pigmentation condition, where they all can display black. Pumas, cougars, mountain lions, jaguars, and obviously jaguars or leopards in Africa as well.
It's
like
actually,
they all display black, and I've seen videos of black mountain lions, black cougars, black pumas.
The black jaguar,
in the US.
Yeah, it's more common than it is less common. The black jaguar.
Well, yeah, there's really no such creature as a panther, right? It's
right. The panther is just
jaguar.
a black jaguar or a black puma or a black mountain lion.
Leopard.
It's, a black leopard. It's all like, but it like that's why like the panther is not necessarily even I mean, it can be any of those. It can be.
It could be a jaguar, a leopard, a puma, a mountain lion. It could be any of those.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple things that could have been. Obviously, it could have. I think I read in there it is possible to have a black mountain lion in California, which I hadn't. Like, there's not a lot about it online, but also it was southbound, so it couldn't have been this. But sometimes people, because we're so close to the border, will smuggle big cat cubs across the border. So
like a jaguar.
Well, we had a couple of tigers, for example. They got confiscated at the border, and they ended up at the zoo, but that sort of thing. And
you're definitely going to be more inclined to see a black puma, cougar, mountain lion than you would be a tiger.
Oh no, I didn't think it was a tiger. I thought maybe the reason I was seeing a puma down the side of the road was not that it was a local one, but then maybe it was being smuggled across the border and got
like an exotic.
Yeah, but I think it was just the local mountain lion that. But I never I googled it. I never heard mention of it.
Could have been if you're talking smuggling. It certainly could have been like a small sized jaguar, because jaguars are native to southern United States and Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it definitely could have been a small sized jaguar. It's interesting. The jaguar population in the United States is so diminished. Like no one really reports seeing jaguars. They're super solitary, super dangerous. Probably the most dangerous predator we have. Probably the most dangerous of all big cats because the way they're prone to attack. Like they like to jump. They like to sneak up on you and put their teeth in the back of your neck.
Which one is this?
The jaguar.
Jaguar.
Yeah, it loves to, that's its way of attacking. Like it's not running at you like a tiger or something would. It's gonna like you're
well,
not
a tiger will stalk
coming.
you too, but it's a tiger is more likely to it won't track you from the trees. It would track you.
Yeah, a jaguar would get up in the trees, and it's going for the back of your neck.
Well, it's like its instinctual takedown is that way because it's size disadvantage to most of its prey. Like a traditional prey would be like wild boar, or which now
boar can hurt it.
Yeah, boar could. It's a little bit. A lot of boars now, not as much, but back before pre-colonial times when jaguars developed most of their natural instincts. They had a much bigger boar before we hunted them. And
well, boars got dangerous recently because of their mixture with domestic pigs, which get bigger.
Yeah, but I'm just saying in the evolutionary state of the jaguar is that it developed these skills so that it would easily be able to take down its predator and snap its neck.
Yep.
It's getting kind of late, and good old Jimmy only has Saturdays and Sundays off, so I should probably hang out with him. So I'm going to get going soon. But it looks like on my ballot here that California is voting to get rid of cash bail.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, Prop 25.
Is it good?
Well, 25? I feel like, it says Prop 25, a yes vote approves and a no vote rejects. Law replacing money bail with system based on public safety and flight risk.
So bail out for free.
I don't know. I'll have to Google it. I mean, when it's on the ballot, it's only a paragraph.
I don't know if it's for free because it's what it becomes.
It depends on what the flight
what
risk
the judge,
and whatever else it's saying. But I mean, the reason that we're saying bail is bad because it's just a way
for
a
rich
lot
people,
of
it doesn't do nothing.
Yeah,
like
and
some people
poor
that
people,
money
it just keeps them locked up for
right.
nothing.
Awaiting trial for years with.
It becomes.
See, when she said get rid of cash bail, I thought that my first thought was as in get rid of the option to bail people out.
No, they're not getting rid of the option. They're just.
Yeah, I know. I got it.
The system benefits like most in is if you're poor, it's going to do more damage to you. Whereas if you're rich, you don't. It does like what $10,000? Yeah, I'll get out of jail and I make that in a day. But when you're like, and then what happens is it creates a whole nother entity, the bail bondsman and the a whole like underground. I'm not saying bail bondsmen are doing anything shady, but that whole business has shady elements to it.
Yeah,
I mean, I wanted to be a bounty hunter and was seriously considering it when I got out of the military.
It's good money, and but that the people, not everybody, just like not all police officers are good, not all bounty hunters are good people.
What does a bounty hunter do again?
They chase down people that let's say I skip bail and I don't pay my bail.
That's what my brother does.
Oh, he's a bounty hunter? Okay.
He works for the police department and he chases down people that violated their parole.
Well, that's different, but I mean, it's a similar idea. But the idea is you're contractual.
So for a percentage of the bond, I'll retrieve the bond, the person.
Right, and essentially you're deputizing this person to become a law enforcement, and a lot of these people are fanatical in other one way or another.
Dog the bounty hunter ended up being he's a racist and some other.
Right, he's just a image of what these that's your stereotypical, but not everyone is radicalized in that way. There's some people that are out just to get minorities and they're only bounty hunting. Their whole objective is to get Mexicans or to get and there's multiple other all types of shady operations through that whole, and it promotes that, and it promotes.
I had the opportunity. Me and a friend who we got out of the military at the same time, we both had the opportunity, and I looked at it very seriously because it was we had an opportunity, and it was good money. Like it's really good money, and it's all cash, all up front, all you know what I mean. What and the thing was, he did it. I believe he did it for some years. He's in North Carolina. I know he did it for some years, and then he started a business and stopped. But I just decided I was going to stay in Germany, which is what happened. And so I didn't go into it. But it's something I had considered very seriously.
Well, I just don't. I don't think it's like an unnecessary part of society. Like, if people are.
I would agree.
I mean, it's an excessive police. It's an additional police militia. Essentially, is what you've monetized the militia, and I'm not saying these people shouldn't be tracked down, but these people should be regulated, and if you get rid of the cash, then you're more likely to have less of that going on in the long run. It may take years before the system works.
I mean, there are bounty hunters that certainly serve in other capacities. There are bounty hunters that just track down wanted criminals for rewards.
I think that getting rid of cash bail is gonna increase the bounty hunter market. I think it's just gonna help those people. Yeah, I think the main thing is that it's gonna prevent poor people from being incarcerated for long periods of time for minor crimes while they await trial.
Yeah, I think that's really awesome.
The whole aspect of it. That it'll just like I don't know. There's everything. There's benefits to it, and then I just don't think that the system right now works, and I don't. you know, when one person is given opportunity where another is like the opportunity is taken from them because they're financially unable to, you know, and then they have to go to another outstretch their hand to one of these bounty hunters. They become, it's not slavery because that's absurd to say it's slavery, but it's like handing yourself over to somebody, and if you can't afford it in the first place, that's very hard to, you know.
Well, I just want to say, I don't know that, and I'm with everything ideally, the ideals behind everything that we're discussing about removing these cash, you know, bonds. But I also don't know, the cynic in me, I also don't know that that's going to remove the disparity that comes from, you know,
The
people being
still
arrested
be
for
broken.
like they might still be like, well, we'll let this person, you know, this person who has the same circumstances as this person, well, he's affluent and he's not a flight risk, so we'll let him go, but not him.
The idea is that
he's from the hood and he is, you know what I mean? We'll never see him again.
The idea is that
it doesn't eliminate the human element. The human element is that humans can be bad and flawed, and if it's a human decision, then they make racist or biased decisions.
But if you eliminate
Can I ask you a question before you go, Erica?
If you eliminate the bail, they can't hold on to you while you're awaiting trial.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
What's in that bowl?
Which bowl?
Is that decorative squash?
It's decorative in that I bought it and never cooked it. Let's see. This has been in this bowl since like May. Because I bought some. It's real.
Is it now like one of those elementary school musical instruments where you can like shake it and it makes noise?
Not yet. It's getting there.
Oh.
But like all of this was somebody like grew this in their garden and gave it to us, and then this one somebody grew in their garden and gave to us. They all arrived at our house around the time during quarantine when I was like, I cannot cook another fucking meal. I need to I can't cook anymore. I'm done.
And they haven't gone bad?
I mean, this one I think is probably dried out on the inside by now.
Yeah, because I know we used to have them in school and we'd shake them and you could hear the seeds shaking and, you know, like play instruments.
Some of them aren't edible
still
though,
fully
right?
edible and safe.
Are those ones edible ones?
Yeah, these are edible. They're all edible.
Yeah, but some of the smaller green pumpkins, you can't eat them.
No.
I mean, you can.
So you were just like, you know, these will look really good on this.
No, I put them there with the intent to cook them eventually, and I just never did.
It's an interesting place to put squash. I'm just saying.
Why? Where do you put squash?
Oh, now you know, under my cool pictures of ballet and tango dancers.
I'm next to my kitchen.
Oh, okay.
It's a dining room, right? Yeah.
I just see like a night.
My kitchen's not super clean right this moment, but it's right there.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to see my kitchen.
I'm like, oh, let me go in the study and grab the squash for dinner tonight. It's on the mantle.
I'm not in the study. I'm sitting at the dining room table.
It's on the mantle under the picture of the
right next to this empty cookie jar. This is the empty cookie jar. You know. See? Food stuff.
She's like, I need to validate
cookbooks. There's a bunch of cookbooks right here.
Are those pictures on each side of the decorative squash?
These are paper cuttings from Fujian, China, actually. My friend is from China and he brought them back. His village in China, their whole like thing is paper cuttings. That's what they're like known for. So this is like a piece of paper that's cut.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, the other one's cool. Actually, the other one's really colorful. It's intangible cultural heritage.
I've seen that design with the peacock type deal before. That's really
cool.
This
one's. I mean, if you look closely at it, it's really pretty awesome. Like tiny little cuts to make this design.
That's really cool.
Everything behind me, something's from China.
Except for
in every room, there's something from China that was brought back from China.
I got a lot of stuff from China too because my dad is there like all the time, constantly. Like,
really?
Weird. Like I don't get weird, cool art stuff. Like my dad's different. He likes to bring me back technology. Like I've got a
oh yeah, I've got some
Bluetooth speaker
and stuff.
Right, I got a Bluetooth speaker that's shaped like a nut, like an acorn.
I got these hats.
All right,
These are
guys,
for juggling, Chinese juggling.
I'm gonna say goodbye.
You don't want to see the hats?
Folks. Yeah.
I do.
He's like on the hat note. On the hat note,
These
I'm
are for
out.
juggling, Chinese juggling hats. All right, yeah, I think it's time to go.
Okay,
all right.
Everyone have a good night.
All right, have a good night.
Everybody. Have a good
Don't
night.
let the rats bite.
Yeah, it gets,
Yeah.
Really have a rat problem.
All right, bye.
Bye.